Alrighty, so I was doing a little bit of research on just budget gaming PCs, and I found these two PCs, and they're actually half decent for the price. We'll go over it. I would say that this CyberPower is better for the price, $50 extra for 500 extra gigabytes of storage, and the better CPU, which this one has. This is not a great website to use, but I like to use it for just quickly looking at how many cores and threads. So 10 cores, 16 threads for 6 cores, 12 threads. For an extra $50, this alone is well worth it. So let's take a look at it and see what the cons are. So price, $800, not too bad. The RTX 3050 is a little bit underwhelming when it comes to performance, and it's the 6GB variant. It's pretty much like a 1660 Super, which came out in 2019, or GTX 1070 8GB in performance-wise. Now, I'm not saying that that's bad. In an old graphics card, there's nothing wrong with it. I still rock a 1070 in one of my computers. It still runs games at 60 FPS on medium settings, so it's not terrible. Older games like Grand Theft Auto, Fortnite, all that crushes it, so I have no reason to think that the RTX 3050 won't be able to do that with 6GB of VRAM as long as you're playing at 1920 by 1080 and not trying to push it up to 2K or 4K. Let's just see what we can tell from this. So it looks like a super generic. They're not even showing what brand it is, but it looks like a very, very generic one fan going on there with the GPU, so that's not the best. That's definitely a Cooler Master CPU fan, which is also not the best, but it's not terrible. I had it in my computer with a CPU that ran with much more watts than the newer 1440F. F just means that there's no iGPU, so if the graphics card ever dies, you can't get an image from it. A card without an F means that there's an iGPU, so if you plug an HDMI into the motherboard, you can still get a picture, so if your graphics card happens to poop the bed, you can still use your computer as the computer, just won't be the best for gaming. So let's see if we can find out any secrets. It's not saying what kind of RAM. I just want to know. I'm going to guess it's GDR5, DDR5. Sorry, DDR5. 2024. Base clock, 10 core, 16 threads. 1 terabyte, DDR5. That's awesome. So it's the newest generation. I assumed that's what it was going to be. It can also even go up even more for RAM if you replace all the sticks. GDR6 for the GPU, which is good. 600 watts. That's awesome. So easily upgradable. So the downside to this PC is definitely going to be cooling. Like, it doesn't look like it has very much. We'll try looking at reviews and see if anyone took a picture. It works, but keep having it inside. Loading screen pop up. So this guy's problem, I would just turn off OneDrive. Problems with these shared Windows keys is they can be a little bit funky. And we can't. So there is 2 fans at the front, but like, oh, it's sucking in from there. So yeah, that's not the best when it comes to cooling. You probably can pop this face off. A little bit of slit there. I would like to see that all mesh. But not too bad. There's a lot of space. None of the parts are too over demanding. You can add an all-in-one cooler, which is probably what I would do. If this was my computer, I'd probably spend like the extra $80 to get a decent all-in-one cooler. So that will be like how your rad works on your car, where it's got fans, liquid flowing through it, and the fans just shoot the hot air away. It's probably what I would do. Easy to upgrade. You can add a hard drive or an SSD standard just sitting over there. I can't see any more M2 slots, which that is the current slot. M2 SSDs are definitely the best. NVMe. I don't like that it's only showing 1 stick of RAM. So if it is 1 stick of RAM, the first upgrade I would do is definitely buy a match to the RAM that's already in it. But honestly, even without a sale price, this is not a bad computer. Easy to upgrade. The GPU is the one and only thing I would upgrade, like, down the road. RAM, I would grab an extra stick just for that extra FPS. Keyboard and mouse are super generic. You're probably not going to keep those. but for this price, I'd highly recommend it.